a nice way to enter a room. I'm so happy.
I am so happy. Kristen, you have taken on the most monster of challenges and you have just done the most phenomenal job.
Oh, thank you so much.
Incredible. But she is one of the most known women in the world and loved. Did your perception of who she was change after you had made the film?
I didn't have much of a defined impression of her. I really liked her. I wasn't somebody who was on the sidelines of the saga. And so my experience was kind of through this movie, to be honest. But I'm trying to think of like what was the most surprising thing. She's such a mixed bag. She's such a multi-dimensional person and somebody who was not really given any room to make mistakes or choices. And she was so young to me, she feels like such a powerful person. Like her energy is so undeniable and affecting. I think the most surprising thing was kind of clocking and just acknowledging how young she was when she got involved in this, yet how self-assured she is. It's weird. She's like at once the most confident and also the least self-assured person. She doesn't go together. It's like she's hard to understand.
She is. You understood her very well from what we've seen. Did it ever, I mean, it must have crossed your mind, obviously, especially when you're doing those scenes with the little William and Harry, you know, what they might think of it or if they'd even watch this film? Yeah,
of course. I mean, all of the characters are in the movie. You know, we have deeply considered them. I think that her legacy is so apparent in those men. I was going to call them boys. They are men now. Yeah. You know, I was just talking about mistakes and choices, and those are not royal allowances. Like they don't do that. Those are pretty hard, fast rules. They do, and they own them. And I think that they function so positively in the world, and that's her. I mean, you can see that is their mother, and especially like when you're allowed to know so much about what happened in retrospect, their trajectory makes so much sense, actually.
I know you're gonna hate being asked about this because it's coming up so much, but there's so much Oscar buzz around this film and your role. How does it make you feel to have people talking about that so much?
I mean, it's pretty cool. I've never had that before. I've been making movies since I was like 9 years old. So no. I mean, it's fun. I think this is such an Oscar-y movie. It's such a doozy. It's such a big boy. And that was one of the appeals. Yeah, I mean, look, it's cool. Like I love this woman. I think that giving her a platform and a mouthpiece and kind of reviving her inner life versus all of the things that we know from the outside, it's just a really cool opportunity. And the fact that it's like such a large conversation and it's like, you know, gonna actually reach so many people. That was her whole thing, is reaching people, reaching out, connecting, bridging gaps. So yeah, I think it's a pretty cool thing.
It's very cool. It's very cool. Not many people can have it in their life. I think it's a huge, huge thing, and you've done such an amazing task with it. But there are so many things. She's so well known. What for you was the hardest thing to master? Was it the voice? Was it the mannerisms? Was it a particular scene in the film? Like for you, what was the most difficult?
The most daunting thing was just being somebody that even at your lowest points still has joy and still has something to fight for. She had this sort of ever diminishing light, and then right before it completely went out, she sort of exploded and demanded that it didn't. And it's really intimidating to play like someone so wonderful, just somebody who everyone loved so much. Like, I trust the process, and I trust that, you know, I had a really talented coach and that he was going to have 4 months to teach me how to do this accent, and I was going to work on it and whatever. But like the biggest thing was just to wonder if I was ever going to get close to that bright light.
Wow. Well, you did it. You did
you.
it. Like, I cannot wait for everyone else to see it because we're only hearing good things. So
cool.
Good luck with it, Kristen, when it comes out, and good luck for awards season. I'm going to say it as well.
Thank you so much. It's really
going to
nice.
be amazing.